Okay, so essentially, we just read the patch notes for 1.4.1. Some very interesting changes coming into Diablo 4. Now, I want to say before I go on to this little mini rant, is that I am enjoying the game more so than I have ever since it was released. I'm over a week into the game now, and I at least have another 2 builds I want to play before I'm actually getting bored of the game. So I'm actually very much enjoying it. But there are some very awkward changes that I feel very weird about. I mean, obviously there's the gold issue. This was a good change, but this is not something Andy or casual Andy's going to engage with. More so about this, maybe. So gold issue is still there for sure. They completely obliterated the idea of bash barbs, and they also nerfed the video we released recently regarding the health tide spam. So this is getting fixed because an issue with the threat progress could become permanently locked if the player exited health tide while threat was near 0. That's being fixed, and they also fixed the resplendent spark from killing Ubro Lilith. Now, obviously, I like when they're fixing things quickly, but there are still bugs in the game that's been reported since before the game was launched back in closed beta that is still in the game. So I'm a little bit, on the fence on, like, where are the nitpickings? Who's doing the nitpicking? Like, where is it so important to fix when where is it not? I mean, Holy Bolt is still overpowered. Okay, that's not getting fixed, but the bash bar got fixed within days. Like, where's the decision making and why? Because it's very, very awkward. We still have bugged interactions with the Born Decrepify for Necromancers. We still have the Holy Bolt just carrying the entire season. I just find it very awkward. But the thing I wanted to talk about most in this real quick video is actually about this part here. So they're making Scatter Prism. For those of you who don't know what Scatter Prism is, it's the currency utilized to apply sockets to your gear. Now, that one and gem fragments was the 2 things that was very, very rare to get a hold of in the early stage progression, or in the progression that you might be in that's watching this live or on YouTube later. And I actually kind of liked the idea of the gem fragments. They felt rather natural. You had to work to upgrade your gems. It felt good. Not so much about the scatter prisms. Here's the problem with the currency orbs is that with a lot of changes that they've done, you either have not even close to enough and it's just fucking painful, or you have so many that they become completely fucking irrelevant. There's a big gap between these 2 points, but they seem to be incapable. And I know I might sound angry about this because I genuinely am. I'm very passionate about this because I'm actually for once having very fun and having a really good time playing this game. And then they make changes like this that is, instead of trying to hit the point in the middle, they take what's on one side and launch it on a goddamn ballista and shoots it on the other side of the universe to that corner. What about grabbing it with your fucking hands and pushing it a little bit in the right direction? You don't have to fucking Kobe yeet that fucker to the other side of the universe. Essentially, to give you guys some more context, I'm going to show you in-game. This is my currency tab in-game right now. Bundled herbs, great change, by the way. I have no idea where I'm getting these outside of a bush when I'm running Health Tides. I have no clue when or where I will ever give it 2 cents about this currency. I have thousands of them. I don't know.
Like it. It's shit.
Pretty much. I have no idea because I will never need this currency. It is something that just exists. Iron chunks from recycling or salvaging items. 30,000. I will never need more of them. Why? Because it's a completely irrelevant material or currency that just exists in my character window. Same thing with rawhide. Not angel breath. Veil crystal. Some people have issues with veil crystals because they're selling their gear, which is a direct result of a problem with gold in the game and not so much with anything else. Because if you spend 2-3 hours in the game of actually salvaging your item, you will have more veil crystals than you will be able to use in several weeks of playing the game. I don't even know what this currency does. You know why? Because I have thousands of them and I've never been put into a position where we'll ever need to think about what this actually does. Let's read it. It's apparently used to improve legendary jewelry. I didn't know. Baleful fragments. Oh, it's the same thing but for weapons. Coiling ward. Same thing but for armor. There's so many of these. Forgotten souls. What is this? Found in tortured gifts during Helltide. Occasionally found from other sources. Occasionally found from other sources. I have 4,000. Used to improve sacred and ancestral items. Oh. Oh. The only currency in the stock goods section that I care about is Angel Breath. And you farm these like crazy in Helltide. It's thousands if you want to. That's what I've been doing. This is the only currency that I've been put into a position where carrying. You spend these when you re-roll the enchant at the Occultist. That means that all of this right now in the game is on this category, on the side of this little, graph or whatever you want to call it, where the game is throwing this currency onto the screen when you do whatever engage with whatever content that drops them, with the only purpose of having a quantity of value, wealth, or valuable items, so to say, that's showering your character so you feel good about looting so much, where in reality, none of this holds any sort of value because you will never be in a position where any of this matters because I don't even know what they did. I have no idea what they do because I will never care because I have so many of them no matter what I do, and that is insane. So I learned today after reading the patch notes what Rune Shards is doing. Apparently, it costs currency to enter the pit. 3 Rune Shards is the entry cost to engage with the pit. I didn't even know there was an entry cost. I didn't even know I had Rune Shards.
You know who really sucks?
That's absolutely insane.
What's GHAZZY doing? GHAZZY, massive dick sucker.
And that's just absolutely crazy. Sigil powder, same thing. I know what this does from previous seasons, but there's so much I will never care. But then you have the scatter prisms and the resplendent spark. Now the resplendent sparks, I think with a fix, that's actually pretty all right, but that's more for endgame pushing. Scatter prism is the item that we use to make sockets on our actual items. Now I felt it was a little bit too rare. Now I haven't needed to use them for a while, so now I have quite a few of them. But the change they've made is showering us with them. So now, what's the point of having this currency exist in the game if they're gonna shower us with them? There is no point anymore. The middle ground, I'm just gonna spitball and throw an idea. How about making 1 or 2 be guaranteed drops from a World Boss and Legion events exclusively and never drop anywhere else? That would incentivize players to engage with those 2 endgame contents to make sockets in their gear. It will be something they have to do if they want to apply sockets to the gear pieces without making the currency itself completely irrelevant, which is going to happen now. And I'm actually happy with the gem fragments itself. I don't know, like maybe I'm exaggerating. I know one of my mods or community manager Roots, he was saying that he ran out of Veil Crystal, which is a direct result of him selling or vendoring his gear instead of salvaging it. And like I said, if you spend a couple of hours of salvaging your gear instead of selling it, you will have more Veil Crystals than you'll ever need. But that is also a direct result of a gold being the gold problem in the game right now. So if you do that for a few hours, again, now you're in a position where it doesn't matter anymore because now this currency is again completely irrelevant. And it's so annoying. Like, why not put value behind it? Maybe I'm overreacting. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on it. So if you guys watching live right now, let me know in the comments. And for those of you watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comments. I guess it's not below these days on the side. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, stay safe. Keep rocking.